Respect for my turn.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Shoebridge.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Chair. Minister, when was the deed of amendment and release between yourself as Minister for Planning and the Johnson Property Group, Bona Vista Properties, Fernandale Properties Proprietary Limited and Vermont Keys Proprietary Limited? When was that actually executed?
Deputy Secretary Nelson.
Thank you, Minister. There was a deed of amendment entered into earlier this year.
What date?
I think it was around April.
All right. And until that deed of amendment was entered into on the 5th of April, is it true that the developer was required to pay some $16.5 million in developer contributions?
Deputy Secretary Nelson.
No, it's not true. There was numerous pieces of correspondence backwards and forwards between the government and Mr Johnson, as there was with numerous other developers post-2006, and at no stage since around about 2006 has there been an expectation that Mr Johnson would be paying $16 million.
Was there a legally binding deed in place until it was amended,
Mr.
requiring Johnson Property Group to pay some $16.5 million until it was amended on the 5th of April?
Deputy Secretary Nelson.
There was an original agreement which specified those amounts, but there was 10 years of correspondence and agreements in terms of backwards and forwards letters, and the agreement that we amended this year simply reflected the commitments that have been made over 10 years. And might I say, had we not made the amendment, we couldn't have put it up publicly on the website. All of our VPAs are publicly advertised on the website, and had we not made that amendment, it would not have been there for everyone to see.
Minister, will you provide a copy of the deed and all the associated correspondence that Mr Nelson has referred to on notice to this committee?
Look, Mr Chairman, I think it's just, again, critical.
Simple question, Minister. Will you provide the deed and the associated correspondence?
He's answering the question, David. Don't interrupt.
I think it's critical at this point of time to again point out that this was an agreement made by the previous government and previous ministers, and a government, can I say, that was supported by the Greens, preferenced by the Greens, that kept them in power.
Bollocks.
So, well, you're saying
Bollocks.
you are saying, might not be your section of the Greens,
Bollocks.
right? Yeah, but why do I have to get the communists? I like the nice green ones. Yeah, but
Why do I have to get the full?
huh?
Order. That's enough.
Really?
Let's
That's
get
gone
back
too
really.
far.
back
Look,
to the question, please.
No, point of order. He's got to withdraw that. He
Yeah, sure,
seems
I'll
to
withdraw it.
take as a license
Okay,
that he
order.
can be
It's been
offensive.
withdrawn, Minister.
Look, the deed is on the website.
Outrageous.
Yeah, it's on the interweb. So I would direct the honourable member to go to our website.
Minister, so will you provide the correspondence that Mr Nelson said had required the amended deed? Will you provide that correspondence on notice?
I'm not really inclined to.
Well, do you want to take
fine.
it on notice?
No,
Yeah, I'll take it.
Matter for you.
Take
Yeah,
it on
just
notice.
skip it. Yeah.
Matter for you.
Yeah, I'll take it on notice.
Minister.